Welcome back to the Passport Pals podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Olivia.
And we're the Passport Pals.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July. Pew, pew, cue fireworks.
Yeah. Fireworks.
Maybe we'll add some on the screen.
Yeah.
But happy 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're out celebrating, out in the sun, having a barbecue at the beach somewhere. Growing up, my family always went to Disney for 4th of July.
Really?
Which is kind of fun because that's what we're talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's 4th of July and a holiday, we just thought we would do a quick episode today. We're talking about Disney, and they have a lot of new changes that they've announced both at Disneyland and Disney World. So we're just gonna talk about those changes, give our opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe give you some info about your upcoming travel to Disneyland or Disney World.
Yeah, if you're going to Disney for 4th of July, if you're there right now, there's some stuff changing, so you might want to do it now on this trip.
Or even towards the end of the year, there's going to be things that are closed. There's going to, be different things happening, so stay tuned.
So, yeah, but with that, let's get right into it. Let's start at Disneyland.
Okay.
So they just recently announced some new stuff. Now, some of this stuff has already been announced, but we're getting new details. So first up, they have announced that there's going to be a new parking garage and transportation hub at Disneyland, which seems pretty cool. So it will be located on the east side of the Disneyland Resort. Now, if you're standing looking at Disneyland Park, it's going to be over to the right where that kind of main road is, where all those restaurants and hotels are. And it will be built on a portion of a current cast member parking lot. Now, this new transportation hub is going to be, and it's across Harbor Boulevard. So I don't know if you're familiar with Disneyland area or not, but that's where it's going to be off of. And it's going to include 6,000 new parking spaces, an area for shuttles and rideshare, on-site security screening, and a vehicle entrance will be off of Disney Way. Again, if you're driving around there and you know the roads. There's also going to be a pedestrian bridge over Harbor Boulevard that will connect the parking to Disneyland, and there's a lot of off-site hotels and restaurants over there, so it will make it easier to cross that main busy road and get to Disneyland. So that's kind of cool if you're staying off-site to get to Disneyland. There's going to be an easier way.
It sounds like they're taking notes from Disney World. This is like exactly Disney Springs is set up. You take the bridge over the main boulevard.
That is true, yeah.
Because they needed more parking.
Well, so yeah, I think this is going to be a good thing. Improve traffic flow, helpful for off-site guests, and make it more efficient. So,
I agree.
We'll see. They will break ground on this in 2026. So I don't know when it's going to be done, but they're starting next year.
Interesting. I wonder why they're waiting.
Yeah. I wonder.
Drama. Alrighty. If you're a Coco fan, we've got good news for you.
Ooh.
You got some attractions confirmed. So it's going to be near Paradise Gardens Park and Pixar Pier. So like between Boardwalk, this is what we're guessing, between Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta and like the Inside Out emotion thing.
And this is in California Adventure Park.
Yes, not in Disneyland, but California Adventure. It will be built on areas that are mostly currently backstage. It is expected to begin in fall of 2025, so this year. And it is a musical journey through Santa Cecilia and the Land of the Dead.
Ooh.
I think this is going to be really cool.
I think it's going to be a cool ride. And I'm not shocked at the location of this. People were kind of freaking out, but they already have a like Coco courtyard in that corner of the Pixar Pier. So I figured it would go over there.
Yeah.
But we didn't know where it was going, and they released a rendering, which is why they think it's going to be between like the Inside Out. But we'll see.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I hope that we can get back there when it's open because I love Coco. I love Coco so much.
Oh yeah, that's good with the mute. Oh wow, a boat ride.
The tears will be streaming. It's truly the tears will be streaming.
All right, and last but not least, in Disneyland, for Disneyland news, this one's kind of controversial.
Don't get me started.
I'm excited, but I know you're kind of mad about it. Avatar Land, there's going to be an Avatar Land in Disneyland. It's going to be in California Adventure, but it will be replacing the ride Monsters, Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue. Will no longer be Monsters Inc. ride will close for good in early 2026 to make way for the new Avatar Land. Now, this is going to be a different Avatar Land than we have in Animal Kingdom. It's going to be inspired by the second movie, Avatar: The Way of Water. I think it's going to be really cool. I'll put a rendering on the screen.
I'm not denying that it's going to be cool. I do think it's going to be cool. And I think that if they're not continuously updating these parks, there's no reason for people to continue to come, because once you've done it, you've done it. But just because you're adding doesn't mean you should be taking away the quality of Disney. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. Children are not interested in Avatar.
You are right there.
Why? Like, this is my thing. Like, when you're thinking about Disneyland to me is more nostalgic than Disney World. Even if California Adventure, even if we're talking about California Adventure, Incredicoaster, The Incredibles is old. I hate to break it to you. Sure, they just released a new one, but it's old. It's nostalgic. It makes you feel like, oh, like I'm whatever with Jack. You know?
Yeah.
Like, everything about it is nostalgic Disney. Even the new San Francisco. It's nostalgic. Big Hero 6 is nostalgic Disney. I don't understand what this new, like, we have to get rid of all the classic Disney to make way for, like, brand new Disney.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
I can see that.
I swear to God, if they so much as lay a finger on my Winnie the Pooh ride,
that would be too much.
no, I would never go back. This is the thing though, like thinking in like our future, I want to take my kids to Disney. I loved Monsters Inc. as a kid. And now what? What if someone's little baby loves Sully?
Well, now there's going to be a whole new area in Disney World.
Whatever. Okay, disregarding that it's Monsters Inc. Like,
but still, yeah, they're
like,
removing.
why are we getting rid of classic Disney? I'm not going to deny it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be so cool. I love water rides. And anything to do with water. Like the Moana area in Epcot is so cool. But they didn't get rid of anything to put Moana in there.
Fair point.
I don't know. I mean, of course, there's only so much land. There's only, you know, whatever. But I'm just sad. I like classic
I'm not sorry
Disney.
to see it go.
Whatever. I'm sad to see it go.
Oh, but in this new Avatar land, there will be a boat ride that takes guests to explore the natural wonders of Pandora.
So the exact same ride in Disney World.
Well, there was an image. It showed like big, expansive, like, I don't know. It looks like not going to be like, it looks like it's going to be the two rides that we currently have mixed together. Like it's going to be the big screen with the big landscape, but a boat ride from what it seems.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I am ecstatic. Goodbye, Monsters Inc. Hello, Avatar: Way of Water.
I'll be sure to let Sully know next time I see him.
Please do.
Mike and Sully. Whatever.
It is kind of sad. I'm not sad, but I can see why it's really sad.
Someone's kid is going to be devastated to see that ride go. And then when they put Avatar in, they're going to be like,
what is this?
Who's this about?
But last but not least for Disneyland news, Paint the Night is back. It is a nighttime parade that is super cool. I don't know. It's just got neon lights, fun music, and it went away for a while, but it's back. I would like to go just to see this parade.
This is kind of funny because I love the parades, but I have seen a parade once.
Paint the Night. We should go. Just do a 24-hour trip.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
I'd love to.
Paint the Night is incredible. I love it. Remember when we lived together in college and you have a video of me dancing to this song? It's from Paint the Night. But I don't know. It's just a video
What's
of me.
the song?
I can't think of it because it's been so long since I've seen Paint
Is
the
it
Night.
that really funny song?
Yes, that's
definitely not from Paint the Night. It might be in Paint the Night.
Yes,
but
I don't know what
some
that's
respect on the name.
Hit the road. I want to know, when will I see you again? Whoa, I know it's not from I don't know what it's from, and I'm probably gonna get killed for it. But when will I see? It's great in Paint the Night, the parade.
Wreck-It Ralph.
And there is, I guess that makes sense. They're in the
Put
parade.
some respect on Owl City's name right now.
I've never seen Wreck-It Ralph.
Cut the cameras. I'm leaving. I quit.
Well, that was fun.
I'm
Thank you for tuning in.
Done. You've never seen Wreck-It Ralph?
No.
You don't know Vanellope von Schweetz?
No. But it's a great song. So thank you. Wreck-It Ralph. But Wreck-It Ralph, I think, leads the parade.
You know what else he hasn't seen, actually, while we're on this topic? High School Musical 3.
Yeah,
Should we even be talking about Disneyland? It doesn't seem like you have the qualifications.
I'm very uncultured in movies in general.
That's... Wow. Okay. I really thought we were making progress. Clearly, I'm not.
So, yeah. Paint the Night is back with the Wreck-It Ralph song, apparently.
The Wreck-It Ralph song is crazy. Okay, perfect.
All right, but Disney World. What is brand new going on in Disney World?
Bye-bye Muppet Vision 3D. We will miss you.
Goodbye, Muppet Vision.
Now, this one, couldn't care less. I'm thrilled. Get rid of Muppet Vision. I love the Muppets. Not like that, though. It was a silly area. I know people loved it. I feel for you. I'm sorry for you. I'm sad for you. Yes, it's nostalgic Disney. Yes, I'm going against everything I just said. Why are we getting rid of classic Disney? I don't personally like the Muppet. Okay, so maybe this is just personal.
Maybe you just really like Monsters Inc.
Maybe I do just really like Monsters Inc.
But it's the Muppets closing is making way for a whole Monsters Inc. land.
Yes, which is why I'm happy, because I love Monsters Inc. And I think that the Monsters Inc. ride is going to be
It
cool.
is.
So cool.
It's like the door thing is the roller coaster.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster, and you're like on the swinging doors. Hello? That's going to be cool.
It's going to be really cool. I'm
That
excited.
is going to be so cool. So the Muppets, we had Muppet Vision 3D, a pizza restaurant, and like just like a fun little area, right?
Yeah.
Another Italian restaurant. But they're not leaving. They are taking over Rock and Roller Coaster.
Which I am kind of sad about.
Oh, thought you were going to say happy.
I think it'll be cool. Like, I'm not tied to Rock and Roller Coaster, but I am sad. I don't like that Disney is making every ride have to be some sort of intellectual property. Like, why does a character have to be on every ride? Why can't we have a ride that's its own story?
What do you mean?
Like Rock and Roller Coaster, that's not anything Disney. It's just its own story in the middle of Hollywood Studios. So, like, I like that there's rides that aren't Elsa, Monsters, Inc., Mickey Mouse. Like, that they have their own story.
I don't. I think it's stupid. I've always wondered why Rock and Roller Coaster was there. I think it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, actually.
Well, the Muppets takeover will be wonderful then.
I think that's going to be hilarious.
I think it'll be cool, but...
I hope that I can blast Rainbow Connection through my ears as I'm going 0 to 60, actually. Like, I hope that it's almost like Rip Ride Rocket where you get to, like, pick your song. I want Kermit screaming Rainbow Connection in my ears. And I will be choke sobbing by the end. I can guarantee. I don't know. I'm excited.
Yeah, Muppets closed already.
Good thing I live in Florida because Disneyland seems to be upsetting me. But Disney World, great job. Really. Great job, you guys. Cars Land.
Oh, you're jumping ahead.
Oh, sorry. Anyways.
So, yeah.
Speaking of.
Muppets is already gone. Monsters, Inc. is replacing it.
Tell us about Cars Land.
Oh, yeah. We are getting Cars Land in the middle of Magic Kingdom, which is super exciting. And it's going to be a different Cars Land than we have in California. So I think that's fun. They're not just copy and repeat. That's one thing Disney is doing well compared to Universal. The same Nintendo World is in California and Florida.
We're going to do tonight. We're going to do a me wish you were here. And I'm just going to give a hot take rather than wish you were here. We'll get into it. Don't you worry.
But I like that even though they might have similar things in the same part in the different parks, they're different. So Cars Land, it will be called Piston Peak.
PP.
Passport Pals, Piston Peak.
Are they copying us?
I think they are. But the idea behind this land is that they are leaving Radiator Springs to go explore the Wild West. And it's kind of like Cars meets a national park. That's kind of what the theming they're going for. And they're exploring a national park.
That's stupid.
And
Why do I think I could have done this better?
Well, I think they had to find a way to fit it in the middle of Magic Kingdom because it doesn't make sense otherwise.
Wait, okay, I kind of hate it.
So it will feature a larger attraction called Rally Race, where you race through the mountains and go past geysers, like in the middle of a national park. And then there is an unannounced ride that will be for smaller racers.
That's cute. Now, I am not an Imagineer. However, I would have been the crazy one in the Imagineer room, slamming my hands down on the table. Here's my vision.
Okay. What should they have done?
Okay. Now, we've already established in our previous episode, I'm an F1 girly. I love a race car that goes vroom vroom. I love race cars. I love NASCAR. I love F1. So, my Imagineer brain gear are turning. Okay. Picture this.
I'm picturing.
Similar to like Test Track. We start in like almost like a virtual experience. Here's where we get crazy. Okay. But it's like we are Lightning McQueen, like getting ready for a race.
Ooh.
Like a real like NASCAR race. Because he's like a race car. You know what I mean? So like we're in like a virtual experience in like a building. But similar to Test Track, it opens up. We go outside. We circle the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, that would be cool.
Like
Oh, wow.
making a lap.
Oh, wow. That would be good.
Have I found my calling?
Oh, I think, yeah, you should apply to be an Imagineer.
Yeah. Maybe I should. I don't think that's feasible.
Yeah.
Like I definitely
Like,
think that would cost so much money. Like it's unfathomable.
But it would be cool.
How could you imagine having to like build a racetrack around Magic Kingdom? And like what if the ride gets stuck and you have to like take people from the front of Magic Kingdom back? Okay. It's starting to make sense why they didn't do this, but kind of genius.
Yeah, it would be cool.
That would be cool. I think I would have preferred something like that where we're experiencing his like race because then you get to like get pumped up with him. A park.
We're racing through the national park, though, I think.
It better be a cool national park. Those geysers better be like flipping me over or something. I want to like go up one and like linger in the air for a little while.
Maybe. I hope that's how it happens. Geysers was a big emphasis in the press release.
Could you imagine we like go over and we like...
Uh-oh.
I don't
that
think
would be cool. I don't
that's
know.
possible.
I think it could be.
We'll see. I guess we'll have to see. Now, what is this replacing?
Well, to make way for the Piston Peak, it is replacing Tom Sawyer Island and the Rivers of America Steamboat. Now, those are both closing July 7th, 2025. So as we're filming this, you have 3 days left.
Sorry, guys.
So if you're at Disney World right now, go. But if you're going to Disney World after July 7th, Tom Sawyer Island and the Rivers of America will be closed.
Now, this is another, like, why are you getting rid of nostalgic Disney? But this is also going against what I said previously because, like, literally get rid of it. It should have been, that should have been gone years ago. I'm sorry. If you love Tom Sawyer Island, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's like Tetanus City. I don't know.
Yeah, it is kind of... I'm not mad it's leaving. But
no.
It's kind of sad that it won't just be there in the background, but I don't miss going
on
either of those things.
We went on the steamboat a few months ago, and the entire time we were looking at each other like,
okay,
when is this over? Like, it was kind of crazy.
So I am curious. I don't know if they're going to get rid of the river there. I don't think fully because they're going for the national park vibe, but I'm curious to see how it turns out.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Well,
but I'm excited. I think Piston Peak will be cool.
Looking forward to it.
All right, what else do we have in Disney World?
We get a new parade.
A nighttime parade.
The Disney Starlight. Dream the night away.
Ooh.
And it's almost here.
Yeah, when is it debuting?
July 20th, 2025.
Wow. So Tom Sawyer Island and the Rivers of America may be closing this month, but we have a new parade coming. I'm ecstatic. I love a good nighttime parade. I love a good parade in general. Festival of Fantasy at Magic Kingdom, top tier.
Yeah.
I love it. But I'm excited. We'll have to go. Should we go for opening day? That sounds busy.
That sounds a little scary. We can try.
But July 20th, new nighttime parade in Magic Kingdom. All right. And then now we do have an opening date for Test Track as well. Test Track has been closed for a while. I think at least a year.
Which I'm so sad about because I love race cars. I love Test Track. I'm the one who goes to Epcot, and everyone is like, no, why would we do Test Track? That's so stupid. And I'm like, get me on the car that goes vroom, because I love to go fast in the race cars.
Well, it's opening back up on July 22nd, 2025. Test Track will be opening, and they rethemed it. It's going to have a more tech savvy thing. They will debut a new musical score, and there will be an emphasis on how technology is making our cars smarter.
I'm excited.
I am too. I think it'll be cool. Yeah. I didn't think it needed a refresh, but I'm excited to see it refreshed.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I do think that Test Track was just fine and dandy the way it was. I enjoyed the process of like making your own car.
Yeah, I wonder if you'll still be able to do that. I don't know.
I hope so.
Well, we'll see. It's opening in a couple weeks.
Listen, all I want to do is go speedy. I love Test Track so much. I think it is such a fun ride.
Yeah, it is pretty fun. So yeah, I'm excited that's opening back up. And then last but not least, for Disney World news, there is a brand new bar in Epcot.
Tell us more.
It is called Geo 82. It has officially opened on June 4th. Now, it is adults only, reservation required. And it's in the back of the ball in Epcot. And it's an elevated cocktail bar with fireworks views and packages. Now, it is very expensive.
It is very expensive, yeah.
The non-alcoholic cocktails are $17
Crazy. Crazy. You want to know how much a mocktail is at like Oga's Cantina? $8. That's how much a mocktail should be. Even that's a little steep. $8 for an orange juice? Come on now. Because that's what I was drinking in the Oga's Cantina. It was an $8 orange juice. Respectfully. However,
it's a themed experience. It's fun, whatever.
$17.
The alcoholic drinks are like 23, 26. I think there's one over 30.
And the packages are even more insane.
Yes, there's a fireworks package that costs $180 a person.
That's crazy. We're totally going to do it. But
so yeah, I want to check it out. It is wildly expensive, but it does look really cool.
And reservations are hard to get right now, right?
Yes, we would have gone if we could find one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So reservation only.
We'll keep you posted. Check out our Instagram, maybe.
Brand new bar in Epcot. Super cool. But yeah.
I think that's it, right?
That is it for Disney news, Disneyland, Disney World. But we wish you guys were here with us at Disney World. So be sure to leave all your travel hot takes, travel opinions, travel stories on our website, passportpalspodcast.com, where we react to them live on the podcast every Friday. So let's see what you guys submitted. Dan says, here's my hot take. I like going to sleep early on cruise ships so I can wake up at 5 a.m. and walk around the ship feeling like I have it to myself while everyone is asleep. I'll then grab some coffee and sit on a lounger to watch the sunrise. Then I'll go wake up my partner and get ready for my port day.
Dan, I love you. I see you. I respect you. I wish I was you. However, every time I tell myself I'm going to do that, it definitely doesn't happen. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how early I'm in bed. I'm not waking up early.
Yeah,
I just can't. We can't.
That's not my idea of a fun time. I am not a morning person in the slightest. I can barely wake up at 9 a.m. to go to an excursion.
I think the last time I woke up really early on a cruise ship was actually on our very first cruise, and I told Josh I wanted to see the sunrise, and he was like, you have fun with that.
Yeah.
And I woke up really, really early, bright and early. I went up to see the sunrise, and I went back to my room and got right back in bed. I'm not even kidding.
You
I
did
was
not
like,
get a coffee and start your day.
No, I was like, I know exactly why people don't do this. I have a video of myself literally half awake, retainer still in pajamas, hair a mess, walking back to my room, and everyone on the MSC Divina was greeting me so kindly. Good morning, miss. Because our room was right next to the elevator, next to the buffet. So the buffet elevator was our main elevator. So every time we went up the elevator, we were right in front of the buffet. This lady was expecting me to come to breakfast, okay? And she's like greeting me. She's like, good morning. I'm like, toodles, going right back to bed, baby.
Yeah, I mean, more power to you. I wish I could.
I admire
get up,
your
see
ability.
The sunrise and enjoy an empty ship, but I just wouldn't
Maybe we'll
enjoy
try
it.
On our next one. I want to.
Okay.
Dan, you've inspired me. I'm going to get up, go see the sunrise, walk the ship, get some exercise in, and then start my day. What's our next one?
Maybe not on our next one.
What's our next one?
3-day cruise.
To what?
To Coco Cay and Key West.
Oh, no, I'm definitely doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing it.
You are.
Are you not?
Maybe.
I want to soak up Coco K.
Well, we'll be up, but if we're soaking up Coco K, I'm not getting up and being active before absorbing Coco K.
Why? You can nap on the beach. Get a grip. We're doing it.
I don't know. I think maybe on our 7-night cruise coming
Listen.
up, we could start a sea day like this.
No. Listen to me. On his birthday, it was like it wasn't even early. It was maybe 9 a.m. And I was ripping the sheets off of his body, begging him to get up to start our day because I was like, it's your birthday. We need to soak up every minute. And he was fighting me for probably an hour and a half. Okay? We're doing it. I'm going to get you up. Yeah.
Maybe.
No, it's happening.
I don't know. But on a 3-day cruise, I feel like you need the most rest you can.
Okay, fine. I'll be Dan. You can be Dan's partner. I'll come and get you once I'm done having my morning coffee and doing my exercise.
Maybe I can be convinced. I just don't know on a 3-night cruise. But I'm willing to try it.
Why?
I just feel like on a 3-day cruise, since everything is so condensed, we're going to be up late, partying, and we only have 3 days to enjoy the cruise. Where on a 7-night cruise, we can go to bed early one night and wake up early one day without feeling like we're missing the cruise.
I'll take this into consideration. My plan is, though, I'm going to get up. And that's another thing. Maybe maintaining my routine is a good idea. Because then I won't feel so awful when I go back to work at 4:30 in the morning. Okay, Dan. I like you. You've inspired me. I'm going to do it.
Well, thank you, Dan. I don't know if I can do
Didn't you love getting up on the MSC World America? You loved that day.
It was nice, but it's still, I don't know.
You loved it.
But for what I wanted to do, I wanted to get videos of an empty ship. If I was just lounging around, I don't know.
I think I would love it. Read my little book. Okay. Yep. You've got me. You've sold me.
Maybe. But
I can't wait. I literally cannot wait to get on a cruise ship and get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and read my little book and get my little coffee.
That's too early, but being out on deck by 7:30, seeing us pull in was like, there was some before 7:30. I think 7:30 is the earliest I can do.
Maybe I'll get up at like 7 rather than 5.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be a 6 a.m. wandering an empty ship, but maybe 7:30 being part of the morning hubbub. Maybe.
Okay. We can meet in the middle.
Okay.
How about that? We'll get up at 7.
I can do
out the door by
7:30.
7:30. Perfect. Thank you, Dan. This was fun. Okay, what's our next one?
Last one.
And then I'm going to do my hot take.
Ooh. All right. So Thompson says, story. First morning of my Alaskan NCL cruise, I pour myself a mug of hot coffee from the buffet dispenser. I go and add a splash of cold water from a nearby dispenser that only operates with the power of a fire hose, covering my entire hand with hot coffee in subsequent second-degree burn.
Oh, no.
Looked like a leather glove for the next 2 weeks. Be careful on day 1. Great cruise, but my right hand never got cold.
Oh, no.
That's kind of terrible.
That is terrible.
That would ruin my cruise.
Yeah.
I would make it everybody else's problem.
Yeah, no.
My hand has burned.
100%. Oh, gosh. I mean, those water dispensers do come out quick, so be careful.
They do. Maybe add the water first.
Or maybe opt into ice next time.
You
know, like use a second cup and like pour.
But now I think Thompson will never do this again.
No, never.
And
You've
we'll
learned your
save
lesson.
some people from the scalding hot. Maybe have your 2 separate cups. Don't add directly to the hot.
Yeah. Oh, ouch. I'm sorry that happened to you.
I can't imagine.
Ooh.
Yeah,
and on the first day, oh yeah, I would have made that everyone's problem. I would have been screaming medic. Like you would have had me in the buffet making a scene, causing a ruckus. The polar bears would have heard me.
Yeah, that's awful though. But
that is awful. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah. But that is our last entry from you guys. Again, be sure to leave more entries at passportpalspodcast.com so we can react to your travel opinions and stories every Friday.
Heck yeah.
But you have one you wanted to add, you said.
I do. We were talking about theme parks today. We mentioned Universal. Here's my hot take. I don't like that they are putting similarly done or similarly themed theme parks in multiple areas of the world. Okay? Do you comprende? I think it's like Nintendo World was in California. Universal. Okay? Already.
I think it was in
Tokyo
first.
Tokyo at first. And then California was like, we'll take that.
Which, again, fine.
Right. You know, it's hard to get to Tokyo for most people. However, did Orlando really need one? Did we? Mind you, I'm not saying it's not cool. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen, amazing. Quite possibly. It's so cool. I love it. However, I now have no reason to go to California Universal.
Or Tokyo.
Or Tokyo. Which,
like, I thought, like, oh, we have to go to Universal Tokyo to go to Nintendo.
Yeah. I just think it makes it less exciting. Like, Tokyo Disney has the Tangled, has the Beauty and the Beast.
Tokyo Sea.
Tokyo Sea has all the cool stuff to see.
That's not here. That makes you have to go on a fun trip to a different place to experience a different thing.
Right. And then you're traveling and you're experiencing and you're seeing, and there's a reason to travel to those places. There's a reason if you love Disney. Like, why wouldn't you go? But
now I don't even have to California.
Yeah.
Never mind Tokyo for Universal.
Exactly.
Nintendo.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's almost like the exact same. So in that sense, I'm like, I kind of don't like that everything's the same. And then like Avatar in Disneyland, that was something that we had that they didn't. That's cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for Cars Land, but why would I go to Disneyland?
Well, at least with Disney though, I like that they're different. We're not getting Radiator Springs.
I guess.
We're getting the national park.
But how different could it be?
I think it's going to be pretty different.
We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But that's my hot take is I'm like, you can't think of something new? Yeah, I don't know. That's my hot take of the day. I just want an excuse to go to Tokyo. But anyways.
But now we don't have one because we have Nintendo World.
But we don't have Disney Sea.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll see you there. But... yeah, I don't know. That's just my hot take of the day.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Anyways, let us know what you think.
Yeah, down in the comments, let us know. But with that, happy 4th of July. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you did, if you didn't, I get it. You're traveling, you're having fun. But we just wanted to do a fun, quick Disney episode today.
Yay, stay safe. If you're at Disney, maybe we'll see you.
Yeah, maybe. But with that,
where to next?